Today we're at Goal Line Youth Centre in Portadown.
We have our Youth Reach group, which is kids with learning difficulties, and it's all ranges of abilities. And some of them can't cope very well with the noise and stuff in the centre. So when we go down to the sports hall, they were being excluded because they couldn't cope. So we come up with an idea of maybe having a wee sensory area where they could go. So we approached Portadown carers, who started the ball rolling with £750 to start our sensory room. Then we approached ASDA with a funding application to their community grant, and we were very successful and got nearly £11,000.
We are installing a sensory room that has been months in the planning and designing, and today's the final day of installation. A multi-sensory room is a room that's designed to be stimulating yet calming for its users, and it can be used with anybody from babies right up to the elderly, perhaps patients that are suffering with dementia. It's made up of a number of key components such as bubble tubes, fibre optics, sensory lighting, some music and aromatherapy as well.
It'll be mats and stuff on the floor where they're able to sit, and it'll be touch and feel and lights and stuff. We had a few meetings with parents and stuff to find out, you know, if we were having the room, what they would like into it. So it was quite difficult to pick and choose which was going to go into the room. So we knew we wanted a quiet area, so loud music and stuff, which somebody had suggested, wouldn't really work. You know, so we will have music, but it'll be quiet sort of music to suit the quiet room.
So after careful design consultations with the funders and the people actually using the equipment, we've decided on a portable bubble tube. Bubble tubes are a key in any multi-sensory room, particularly for children with autism. Members with autism will be drawn towards the bubbles. We find that they're very relaxing. Other activities can be built in around the bubble tube. We need to work with the room layout, but the most important thing is really the users, who's going to be using the room, what their needs are, what their abilities are, and how we can give them the most appropriate equipment.
The young people can use the Discovery Room whenever they want to take time out and chill, and watching the bubbles or looking at the Star War, whatever would create a sense of calm amongst them, and it would be available to any young person.
I'm the parent of Carla, who loves coming here, and it's usually an age, just runs through that door. She doesn't even walk in now, she just runs in. She'll be in the computer room, maybe watching a film. And then usually later on then they take them down to the big hall. She just loves coming here, and she looks forward the whole week to youth club every day. Daddy, is it Tuesday yet? I think it will over time. It'll definitely help Carla and all the other kids.
The journey has been an interesting journey where everybody has had to do a lot of research into the multisensory equipment, because it's an area that really very few youth clubs would have, but yet the young people all come to Goal Line experiencing it every day through the special school situation.
Young people using it will use it in a number of different ways, and that's why we've designed the room to be as flexible as possible. A lot of the members here range in ages and abilities. So the room is designed to give them somewhere that they can come in to be a calming room, sort of to draw those members in who are maybe up and hyper, maybe to calm them down a little bit, and also maybe to bring the children who are hyposensitive, that we're giving them some further sensory input just to get that balance of senses that some members have difficulty balancing their senses. Hopefully the equipment that we've provided here and the activities built in around the equipment will help them achieve that balance.
We hope that every young person who comes, not just ones who can't cope in the sports hall, but they'll all get something out of the room. But we hope that the young people then, when we head off to the sports hall, they'll know then that they have their own time and their time with the leader as well, where they're able to express themselves through the room. We hope that when they're here and they're using the room, that they go home and they're more settled. Sometimes they go home after being quite agitated in the sports hall, so we hope it has a knock-on effect.
Because Declan has autism, he has high levels of stress, and the sensory room makes him a lot calmer and reduces that stress and allows them to participate more fully in the activities at goal line.
The sensory room has help for if Kieran goes into a hypo. It's somewhere for him to go, it's somewhere for him to feel safe, and with the lights and the music and, you know, I suppose it's like a safe place for them.
Well, what we found in the past that when using the equipment, particularly for relaxation, a member who perhaps has autism, for example, and they've reached a hyper state where they've gone into meltdown, they have difficulty processing their senses. Whenever that happens, they actually find it difficult communicating. But being able to have this equipment to hand, somewhere where they can come in, perhaps sit down with a bubble tube, listen to a soft bit of music, just to sort of bring them down a little bit again, to a point where they are able to communicate more effectively. And not only is that helping them, but it's also helping their parents. It helps their teachers, sort of improves their mood. We find there's less disruptive behaviour, and it actually just allows them to communicate perhaps in a way that they weren't able to do before because the simple tools just weren't accessible to them. Part of the training that we're doing tonight is helping parents, carers, teachers, etc. try and recreate the environment at home, tips and hints and strategies where the children and members can self-regulate in this room, also to achieve at home.
We hope that other people will approach us, other youth groups and stuff, and maybe come down and have a look and maybe help them set up their own, and they'll come down and use our sports hall and also our sensory room as well. So it's open up to the wider community to approach us and come and have a look and see if it's something that they could use.